G'day folks, welcome to Big V TV. Great to have you with us as a fly just buzzes straight past us.
Good timing.
Division 1, men and women, 4 rounds down. Are we any the wiser on anything?
Probably not.
Slowly starting to work out movers and shakers, I reckon.
Okay, alright, hold that thought. We're going to start off with D1 men. I'll tell you what, some big results in round 4, massive results. Let's start off down at the Shark Tank. Southern Peninsula 72, defeated Warrandyte 62. Sharks 26 to 16 second quarter set it up. Sharks had 16 more shots, 18 more rebounds, so they did dominate the game. Jared Leonard, Andrew Oliver didn't play in this one. Manny Hendricks 22. Shannon Davey 13-11 for Sean Weaver, 13-8 Sharks. Well done tonight.
That's a really good
Great win, Sharks.
Great win for Southern Peninsula. Obviously, Warrandyte are carrying a couple of injuries at the moment, so they'll be okay.
Need some magic water down there by the arrow just to splash on the players.
It's like that.
It's like the bows, like the bows.
The only issue that they do have is when you've got 3 teams that are streaking away in the wins at the top of that ladder.
Got to catch them.
Fall too far behind as your season's done. So.
True.
Tell us one team that is streaking away at the moment, young man.
Chelsea, absolutely rolling at the moment. Up by got up over Camberwell by 3, closer than I probably tipped it. But anyway, 19-11 last quarter, stormed home. Jeez, I tell you what, Bud Johnson.
Smooth.
Yeah, welcome to the league.
Smooth. First game in, the importer.
Good spread.
Did a bit of everything. 28 points, 7 boards, 4 steals, 3 blocks, hit 4 triples. Mate, he's rolling for the Dragons. Chris Lynch had 22, Damon Larry 16 and 7 dimes, but Bud Johnson, mate.
Well, we've been waiting for this guy to play. He's the only player that I know of that's got on the cover of Overtime and never played a game in the league.
I know. It was a good cover too.
Well, yeah, okay, all right, good on you. It was, it did. It was good to see him finally play a game of basketball, and he
delivered.
He can play.
Yeah, there's a real buzz around Chelsea at the moment.
Massive buzz.
A bit of confidence around their youth boys are doing well as well. So that good on them.
Yeah, doing really well. Geelong 61 went down to Mildura 70. Mildura 21-8 first quarter. Terrell Bell 24 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals. Calvin Henry 13 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 8 blocks. I reckon the imports are pretty important to Mildura this season.
I think that's a massive understanding.
Stephen Wyzak 14-9 for Geelong.
Bold this.
Yeah, well, there was no love lost in this game, I believe.
Well, the two teams played a pretty tight grand final series last season, and there's a bit of rivalry left over.
Bit of feeling.
No love lost. There's no love lost in that game.
Yep.
Now, the big question is the burning question for this week, and it's one that all of our viewers out there want to know. Mildura. Did they stop by Mr. and Mrs. McGillicuddy's farm on the way home in Pubb County? Did the plums come out? Did they have their first run for the season?
I haven't heard. Nothing official out of it.
Was it the first plum dash for the season? Yes or no? Come on, Madigan, get on the phone and let us know.
Give us a ring, mate. Give us a ring.
They had a game.
Team Bond,
They had a game Sunday.
Well, on the way down to Warrnambool, maybe they got the plums out on the way to Warrnambool. I don't know. McKinnon 84 defeated Blackburn 65. No Billy Harrison. Where was Billy?
Just carrying a bit of an injury. He'll be back sooner rather than later.
Anything major or?
Nothing too bad. He'll be right. He'll be back soon. But look, we picked up the slack, mate.
No official name change during the week or anything?
No, well, I like Billy.
Okay.
Well,
Does he like Billy?
We call him Big Willie.
Big Willie. All right. Is there anything behind that name, Big Willie, or?
No.
Okay.
He's 6
can't
foot.
believe you just said that.
He's 6'6".
Oh, is that what it is? Jared O'Shannessy, 18 points and 6 triples.
He shot the lights out.
He was awesome. He was so good, mate. You
Good
should have
player.
seen him. You should have been there.
Good play. Marcus
You
Timmins.
should have watched it.
Marcus Timmins, 150th game for old man Timo, 18-9. Bosco cost you 16 points.
Yeah.
He'll just love the fact that I've mentioned him on the show.
Oh, he'll love it.
What's his
He'll
name?
love it. Bosco Costa.
Yeah, we've said it twice
Bosco.
now. He's going to love that. Luke Solomon, 13 points and 12 darts in that game. Brendan Torella, 10-10.
Quick one.
McKinnon, good win.
We had to get up. Sorry, we had to get up for the 150th for Timo. We had a video played for us on Timo's career, not just Big V, but
Did Timo
NBL
put that
as well.
together?
No.
Good video.
When's the Timo interview
the video-
coming up
the video-
on bigv.com? When's the Timo interview
Yeah, I'm going to put
coming
it
out?
up this week. All right, because it was better times. Yeah, but that video is on the website. Just check it out.
Blackburn haven't won a game yet this season. I think they're a good team. I think they're a
They are.
competitive team. They just can't
They're
get
a
a win.
good, tough team. I think McKinnon sort of shot the lights out for it. Blackburn raced out of the blocks and probably led by double figures. Early on in the first quarter. But again, it's sort of like some of those teams towards the bottom of that conference. You've got 3 teams that are sort of streaking away at the moment, and I think Blackburn are a good team. You know, they can certainly challenge for that 4th spot, but they need to get a win soon.
Serious question. I don't want you answering this.
Yeah.
I want you answering this because you went and saw the game. How much longer can pensioner Timo go for? How much longer?
In all seriousness, I reckon he's at least got another 5 years. Like, you know,
Mate.
yeah, he was just
Stop.
incredible, and he was, you know, he's always focused. But you could see he was extra focused. He wanted to get that win. I think the guys were really fired up because they respect him so much, and it was, you know, he was good as he always is.
Mate, he'll be living off his superannuation and still playing basketball.
There's
that
no
guy.
doubt. The guy's a star.
Hawthorn 87 defeated Latrobe City 67, 49-28 first half by the Magic. Jeremiah Jurek 18 points, Daniel McLennan 10 and 12. But we told everyone last week that he'd be playing, and he did. The
Big
Perm
Perm.
had a good game, 23 points, 10 rebounds, 4 blocks. Wasn't enough. Big win Hawthorn,
That's
and
a
the
huge win,
Magic
Hawthorn.
are going.
You bring the Perm into that, and I honestly thought it was 50-50. Would have been a couple of points either way. You know, Hawthorn to me, they're looking like the goods at the moment. That's a huge win over a really
they're
strong
good team.
Latrobe
You and I
City
have been
side.
with them since
Yeah,
day one.
Definitely.
We've been with the Magic since day one.
Yeah.
You haven't given them the credit they deserve. I
I've
think it's about
said
time.
from the start,
play
I
this
probably
way.
said it before you, in
didn't
fact. You were on
I didn't
Warrandy's
know that.
bandwagon. You've been on Warrandy's bandwagon the whole
I
time.
don't even bloody talk about it. Altona 89 defeated Warrnambool 78. Gators led by 25 points at the last change. So Warrnambool came back. Milos Triculia 18 and 7. Sean Fallon 18 points. John Wilkinson 13 and 8.
They're all young guys, mate.
Tim Gainey 21 and 16. Brandon Macklin 24 and 8. They're carrying a heavy load at the moment. The Gators had a good weekend.
As we go into their second game in a minute, but the Gators have now won 3 games in a row in their conference. They're a good young side. I think they're going to be getting confidence from these wins. You know, they've been together since they won that Youth League 2 title, as I keep saying often. But, you know, don't underrate them either. They're a good, strong side, Altona.
Well, take us into that Sunday game.
Yep.
Because they're the Sunday specialists.
We
They
tipped
did.
it.
And, you know, they come
I did.
out and they actually beat Camberwell in Camberwell 82-74. So it was, they finished with a 26-16 last quarter. Sean Fallon was again fantastic, 24 points, 8 rebounds. Joey Massoud with 19 points.
Gun.
For the Dragons, Chris Lynch had 23 and 12. Ash Breyer, 23 points and 5 trays. I'll tell you why I think Altona won this game.
Yeah, it's good theory. I like it.
Yeah, you've got Camberwell are playing really big minutes with Ash Breyer, Damon Lowry and Chris Lynch. So they come out against a young side like Altona. Camberwell have played the night before. Exactly. And I think they probably just ran them off their feet in that last quarter.
Yeah, well, I think you're spot on right there. And Camberwell at the moment, they're starting to have to play catch up as well.
Yep.
I think
They're only going to get more tight as the season goes as well.
Craigieburn 69 went down to Melbourne Uni 78. Melbourne Uni were good in round 3 and came up with 2 losses.
That's right. Yep.
It was only a matter of time before they got their next win. They got it over Craigieburn. Scores were level going into the last quarter. Nicholas Masunda having a very good season, 26 points. Thomas Stevens, 15 and 10. Maddie Stewart with 19 and Eric Miraflores, 17 points, 8 assists for Craigieburn. Good win, Black Angels.
I think it was due, as you said. It said, this result doesn't surprise me. Masunda's a star. Tom Stevens can shoot the ball, and it was time.
Melbourne Uni needed to win.
Yep.
Whale Bay welcomed Orange County down there. Warrnambool 65 went down to Mildura 82. Good weekend for Mildura.
Cool.
Plums would have come out.
Well,
No
if
doubt.
not on Saturday night,
No
Sunday
doubt.
afternoon on the way home. Hey, the old farmers through Plum County would have got the shock of their life. Especially Kelvin Henry and Terrell Bell, let me tell you.
well, after this, Calvin Henry, 40 points,
Very
15
good.
boards and 3 blocks. Terrell Bell,
Mate, they're
17
guns.
points, 19 rebounds and 8 dimes.
And look, Mildura knew this season that they were going to have a bit of a rebuilding season in terms of, you know, their kids were going to get a lot more court time. But to go out and recruit 2 superstar imports to go with the kids, it's a perfect mix, and they're going to be right there at the end.
Pretty good.
Can these two, no disrespect to any other player at the
Yep.
Heat, because they've all got to play a role, we know that.
Absolutely.
Kelvin Henry and Terrell Bell, could we see these 2 players lead them to a championship?
Absolutely.
First question. Second question, could we see, certainly any time that I can remember in the past, first ever joint MVP winners coming from the same team?
No.
Can't you do that? Is that not allowed? Or?
No, you can't. It goes through repo.
Oh, does
So,
it?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it won't happen
so
then.
it can't happen. Anyway, as for finals, I can see them in finals.
Can you see them win a championship?
No, I don't think so.
Not
Not
deep,
this
no.
year. Not this year. They just don't have the cattle. Look,
Yeah.
they've got arguably the 2 of the best players in the comp, but yeah, the kids are the rest.
Look, while we're on Mildura, Shannon Erskine this week, he plays his 450th
No, he
game
doesn't.
for Mildura. And look, that's a mixture of games with the Mavericks when Mildura were back in the SEABL competition, and also with the Heat now.
How old is this guy?
450 games.
He's got to be 96 if
No,
he's playing.
he's 64.
64.
Seriously,
right.
450 games.
That's great effort.
outstanding.
Well done.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
You just don't hear about that in sport at all.
Mate, it's fantastic, and hopefully all the media up there are getting behind you.
No doubt they will.
Are they playing at home? They are, so expect a
gonna be
big
huge
crowd,
crowd.
big crowd. Heat shot at 50% in this game, Seahawks at 29%. Seahawks actually had 20 more shots in this game.
Wow.
So they got the ball up a fair bit.
Yeah.
Well done. Brandon Macklin, 25 and 13. Tim Gainey, 21-12. Both of those guys had a good weekend for Warrnambool. No wins though. Mildura up and going on their first road trip. Sunbury 60 went down to Whittlesea 75. Jets still without a win. I'm a little bit surprised by that.
I think they're certainly a better team than last year, but maybe the competition's got better again. So,
The other thing is Cam Bruce and Collier came pretty late, pretty deep into the pre-season. So maybe it's going to take a bit of time for him to gel.
Jabril Banks
Yeah.
didn't play for the Pacers.
Yeah.
My word or
he's
tip
done.
is he's got an
Yeah.
injury.
Yeah,
Done for
an
the season.
injury that's going to rule him out for
And
the
it was
rest
so
of the year.
disappointing because, in the week that he got injured, he dominated on the Saturday night. I think he had 24, 25
Yeah.
points. He went down, I think it may have been at Melbourne Uni on the Sunday, and that's disappointing because
Massive
the
bloke.
word out was not only was a really good player, but he was a really good guy around the club in the short time that he'd been there. So that's disappointing for Whittlesea.
Still got
but they got the win.
They
and
did.
That's important.
Yeah, the guys stepping up like Matthew Gianpiccolo 20 and 9, Jason Dirk 17 and 10, Collier had 14, as did Jay Moore for the Jets. But still got a win.
I think from memory, Corey Crowley only had about 6 rebounds in this game too.
a bit
They
quiet for
need
him.
him rebounding,
Yeah,
don't they, the
absolutely.
Jets? Terrell ladder, mate. Let's have a look at it.
Okay, we've got Mildura 4-0, Whittlesea 4-1, Altona 3-2, Craigieburn 2-2, Melbourne Uni 2-4, Geelong 1-2, Sunbury and Warrnambool both zip and 5. What do we think?
I think the top 2 are home and hosed, and we're only
yeah,
4
me
rounds
too.
in.
I'm surprised, to be honest, to see Altona up in 3-2. I think that they've
Good
had a
weekend for them.
Geelong have
Yeah.
only played 3 games, so let's
Yeah,
just
that'll be okay.
sit tight.
But yeah,
Watson ladder, McKinnon 4 zip, Hawthorn 4 zip, Chelsea 5 zip, and the rest right now are playing catch up on those 3. Southern Penn 2-2, Latrobe City and Warrandyte 2-3, Camberwell 1-4, Blackburn 0-3. I tell you what, we said this last week with regards to Keilor women in Division 2. If you are 2, 3, 4 down at this time of the season,
Yep.
and there's a few teams that are,
Yep.
you are really playing with fire in terms of catch up because it is
You're right.
tough to do.
and look, it's such a tight conference, the Watson Conference, and I just think it's really going to come down to the last few weeks. And for those teams sort of like Southern Penn, like Latrobe City, like Warrandyte, that people sort of expected up in the
Yeah.
top 4, they need to start getting wins. As their season could be over in the next month.
Well, from what we've seen so far, young man, McKinnon, I know you're asking you, McKinnon, will they miss?
No.
Hawthorn, will they miss?
No.
Chelsea, will they miss?
No.
It's one spot up for
Yeah.
grabs.
You're right.
Southern Penn, Latrobe City, Warrandyte, Camberwell, Blackburn.
And any of those teams, those 5 remaining teams,
Gotta
would
get
have
on
went
a
into
run.
the season thinking that they would have been finals chances.
And any of them can still make it, but
Absolutely.
they've got to get on a run.
That's right.
Got to get on a
Time
run.
starts now this
Yep.
round.
Round 5 Saturday. Let's speak about this round. Southern Penn, Latrobe City.
What a belter! This is so important for both teams. Both teams have a game the following day. I'm going to go Latrobe City.
Yeah, I'm with Cal. I think the energy.
Sharks at home at the Shark Tank.
Okay.
McKinnon, Hawthorn. What an absolute beauty.
Game of the round for sure.
Absolutely.
Are you picking it?
I think McKinnon may be at home just, but then again, if Hawthorn get up, that's not going to surprise me.
Did you
either.
say you're not picking it?
No.
Why not?
Oh, I've got to.
Well, you know who you're going to go for.
Well, yeah,
You've
that's
got a
right.
vested
I
interest.
think we will win.
Right, okay. Who are you going for?
McKinnon may be just at home, but again, it wouldn't surprise me if Hawthorn get up. They're 2 really strong teams. So.
Is Big Willie? Is Willie Billy? Billy
Status
Willie?
unknown.
Chili Willie? What's his name?
Status unknown.
Is he playing or not?
Day to day. Day to day.
Hawthorn to win on With
Okay.
the Magic.
Yep.
With the Magic. Sunbury,
Wow.
Melbourne. What do you mean, wow?
Understand.
How can you discount what Hawthorn's done so far? They're a bloody good team, young man.
Very
Spot on.
good team. Very good team.
Melbourne, you need to win against Sunbury.
Melbourne Uni for me.
Melbourne Uni.
Mildura, Altona.
Heat
Altona
for-
coming
heat
off
for-
a good weekend.
Altona
Yeah,
are
the
coming off
Heat,
a great
yeah,
weekend,
that's
but-
nice. Heat for Shannon, yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
450 games.
definitely.
And well done again, Shannon. That's a huge.
That's
a
just-
lot of
you don't
lot
get
of
that in
basketball.
any sport. Like, in AFL, it's the biggest thing in the world if a player plays 300 games. This is an extra 150 games on top of that.
I know Vanessa Powell's been around for a while in the women's team,
Yeah.
but Shannon's played more games than the entire men's and women's teams at Mildura put together.
I reckon you're
It's
right.
just crazy.
There's not too many people in any club that could boast that, so that's fantastic. I think Mildura as well. Warrnambool, Geelong. Geelong need to win.
Supercats.
Geelong need to win.
Supercats will get it.
They'll get it.
Around the Seahawks in an upset.
No.
Ooh, okay.
Take note. We'll come back to
Okay.
this next week.
Warrandyte, who desperately need a win. Let's face it, they are in struggle town at the moment. They need a win. They play Chelsea, who are 5-0.
Look, it's at Warrandyte. Leonard and who's the other guy?
Ollie.
Are they likely to be back this week?
Day to day.
yeah.
I got no idea.
All right. Chelsea then.
Regardless, Chelsea,
Yeah.
I think.
I tell you what, the heart says Venom. The head
Yeah.
says Chelsea right
Yeah,
now.
absolutely.
Chelsea's playing
And
great
it's hard to
basketball.
tip against Chelsea. Butter Johnson's coming
Smooth.
They won 4 games without him. They're a really good team.
Sunday games: Melbourne Uni, Southern Pen.
Southern Pen to get this one, yes.
Yeah, go on, say it. Say it.
Black Angels.
Yeah, I'm going Black Angels in an upset.
On you.
Yeah.
Southern Pen. Oh, they're both coming off the night before.
Yeah.
I like Black Angels at home. Upset. Latrobe City, McKinnon.
Okay. Both
Yeah, I
played the
think.
night
Look, I
before.
think McKinnon. I think when they played last year, Timo did a really good job on the perm. I'm sort of
Yep.
beasted him inside of it.
Cougs
So,
to win.
Yeah, Cougs.
Cougs for me. Blackburn, Camberwell. Someone's got to win.
I think Blackburn will win this
Yeah,
game.
me too.
Camberwell with Chris Lynch playing an absolute corker.
The Vikings are due.
Yeah.
Camberwell to win. Geelong, Craigieburn.
Geelong.
Yeah, I think Geelong.
Play the night before that.
Supercats at home.
Big
Oh,
trip for
Geelong go to
Geelong.
Warrnambool. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I
going
know.
Craigieburn. It's a long trip.
Craigieburn are good.
Yeah, but
like-
hang on. Geelong down to Warrnambool.
It's not
That's a walk.
How long
in the
is it?
park, mate.
What's it, 2 hours?
Mate, people in Geelong are tough. They walk their dogs down to Warrnambool.
Down the Great Ocean Road.
Mate, they take Mopsy out for a walk and end up down in Warrnambool. They're
Keep
tough
going.
people.
Yeah, righto.
Mopsy.
or whatever. Rover, Mopsy.
Who's winning?
Geelong.
Whittlesea, Warrnambool.
Whittlesea to win.
Whittlesea.
D1 women, here we go. Geelong
Bloody hell.
65 defeated Mildura 51. You talk too much, man.
Truth.
Geelong 65 defeated Mildura 51. Geelong continues to dominate early in the season, and they're
Oh,
dominating.
Supercats have been fantastic, no doubt about it. They're looking good at the moment.
And the Tig.
Yeah, by the way,
Calf injury.
got a phone call from
Tom King.
Who?
Tom King.
Oh, they said Don King.
Did you get one from Tom
No,
King?
I got a phone call from Bussy, the coach. Gave me a call.
Oh, okay, yeah, I was supposed to give you one from Tom King.
Yeah, he rang me and he said yes, calf.
Okay.
So our news last week was right. What did Tom have to say?
Um,
That we can say on camera.
I think we'll move on.
We'll just leave it.
No, she's done a calf.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And she was playing
and she's
domestic
going,
basketball.
And she's going. Yeah, it was grand final.
Yeah, and just by the way, so I spoke to Darren about it. Mildura's in the same boat. Country Association.
Yep.
They need their players playing domestic basketball.
Yeah.
And which I get, I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah,
but gee, I
absolutely.
tell you what,
It's tough.
It's tough
Yeah.
during Big V
It's
season.
the same as the Tassie teams,
Yeah.
down in the Seagull Comp as well.
It's a tough
They
gig.
all go out.
Jay Con 18 points. Amy Wormold, who by the way,
It's been incredible.
mate, she's having a standout season, 17 and 10. Crystal Whittington, 8 points, 14 rebounds. Tracy Sherlock, 14 points.
Need
8
more out of
rebounds
Crystal.
for Mildura.
Need more out of Crystal.
She was good the week before.
No, no, well, yeah,
but if they were going to beat
But they need a
Geelong,
win.
she
If
needed
they're
to
going to
score
win,
more
she
than
needs to score
8
more than
points.
8. Is that wrong?
No, but
Well, then that's all. covered.
maybe Crystal needs a few other players to step up with her.
Warrndyte, 87, defeated Altona 41 on the road.
Tough night in the
51
office.
to 10 middle quarters. Justin Nelson went to the canteen in the last quarter and didn't even sit on the bench from all reports. So
That's bullshit.
That's not
we all know
true.
it.
That's crap.
And you know what? Like I fully expect Warrndyte to be right there at the end. I think Stephanie Thomas obviously has been a huge win for them.
Yeah.
Altona, they're a young side. We spoke about that before. It's not really any different to the type of score I was expecting in this game.
Warner's 11 points, 16 boards, Ken rebound.
Can
she
rebound.
She absolutely can.
Craigieburn 52 went down, defeated Hawthorn 34. Hawthorn shot at 18%, Eagles shot at 24%. Wasn't a flashy game. Tanil Can 19, Julia D'Annunzio 11 and 14, Jess McKenzie 9 points, 10 rebounds for Hawthorn.
Scrap fest. Good win though.
What I like about Craigieburn is a couple of their wins have been kind of scrappy, but they just managed to get Craigieburn, they managed to get the job done still. So.
Undefeated 4-0.
What I don't like about Hawthorn at the moment, that they also will not like. Zach Natali will be working on this, make no mistake.
Yeah.
Just can't score points at the
No,
moment.
they
Yeah.
can't. No.
Yeah.
34 on Saturday night, and we're about to find out 36 on Sunday.
It's not enough.
Yeah, they need
Not
to
at
score.
that level.
Camberwell 68 defeated Latrobe City 58. I think the Energy have lost their last 3.
Yeah, after round one, I was like, oh yeah, they're dark horse, but they just haven't had their full roster. So
The roster's in constant flux, so
Yeah.
it's going to be hard to
yeah,
get them
but
some continuity.
they get their full roster in, but if they're so far down the ladder
James.
now, they're not going to make the top 4. So.
22 minutes for goal.
Energy have lost their last 3. Dragons led the whole way. Good win, Dragons.
Yeah.
Sarah Stone 19, Emily Vuri 17, Lauren Kilmeister 13, Carly Mullen-Biachoni 17 points, Stanley Hoods 15 points. Jamie Lee Pearce was held to 4 points in this game.
Good D from Campbell.
Fantastic.
And you
What's
know
she
what?
averaging a game? 22, 23
Something like
points?
that, yeah, and we haven't really given Camberwell much love, but they're 2-2, which is probably better than
Yeah,
we thought
yeah,
they were.
absolutely.
So Coach Vaughan's has done a really good job.
Whittlesea.
Yeah, they are absolutely. Look, this is fantastic. Whittlesea finally.
This is what we wanted.
This is where it's at. They've put their foot down for the first time, stepped on their opponent's neck. They won by 45 points.
That's not literally.
Comprehensive.
Any kids
No,
out there
literally,
watching,
they did
not
it. Literally,
We don't
they
do
literally
that.
did it.
We
They
don't
stepped on
do
their
that in
neck.
basketball.
Condone
Right, man.
violence. It's a non-contact sport.
Sunbury had 42 turnovers. It's
Yeah, it
a
was a
lot.
lot. It was a lot.
That is a lot. Carly Simons 25 points. Rachel McKeown had 20 and 8. Deb Ogston 11 points for Sunbury. About time Whittlesea. That's what I want to see every week.
Probably for the first time this season, with Whittlesea over Sunbury,
Step on their neck.
Warrandyte over Altona.
Yeah.
They're probably the main two. But first time this season, we're starting to see
That's
a gap
right.
between the
Yep.
top
Between
and
top
the bottom.
Definitely.
Hawthorn 36 went down to Geelong 73, and Geelong for that matter. And Hawthorn, you can add
Rough
that to
weekend
it.
for Hawthorn.
Yeah, big weekend for Geelong. Magic shot 1 of 17 in the third quarter. Amy Wormold 17 points again. No Magic player above 8
70
points.
points over 2
You know
games.
what? 2 points in the third quarter is not getting the job done.
Non-Division 1 women.
Let's
Not
have-
in any comp.
Let's have a look at the ladder. Geelong 5 and zip. Craigieburn 4 and zip. Whittlesea 3-1. Warrandyte 2-1. Camberwell 2-2. Mildura 1-2. Latrobe City 1-3. Lost their last 3. Altona 1-3. Hawthorn 1-4. Sunbury 0-4. Round 5 Saturday.
Mildura Altona. Who you got? I got Mildura.
Mildura.
At home.
Well, you've totally got stuck into Crystal Whittington today, so she's going out and fire this
She's
week.
going to drop
I hope she
40.
does.
Yeah, she
I hope
will.
she
She
does.
will.
I think
Good.
Mildura at home will.
Yep. Hawthorn, Latrobe City.
Oh, two teams that desperately need a win.
I think you're going to see Latrobe City win this game.
Desperately need a win.
Yeah.
Latrobe City for me as well.
Geelong, Craigieburn.
That is an
Super-
absolute cracker. What a game.
I think Geelong's,
Super
yeah,
Geelong's
me
the
too.
team to beat right now.
Yeah.
They are the best team in
My
this
God.
competition.
Good, that's
and,
good, mate.
And you know what? Craigieburn have been there from last year, so I think we're going to see how good Geelong are
Yeah.
in this game.
Cool.
What?
Geelong? So Geelong?
Yeah, Geelong. Yeah.
Tip Geelong?
Yeah.
You did? Cool. Whittlesea Warrandyte, this is Belter
He
too.
likes to wind it up. The women deserve just as much love as what the men do.
That's
so-
not true. That's not fair or true. We're just on about 800. Yeah, Whittlesea Warrandyte. Who you got?
Oh, that's a tough one.
When you're
Flip
ready.
a coin. I'm going to go.
I'm going the home team when it's close, so Whittlesea.
I'm going Warrandyte.
I mean, obviously, I want
Yeah.
I want my
Warrandyte.
team to win, but
You know, it's a
but at home, Whittlesea start favourites.
Yeah,
There's no
and
doubt about that.
was-
They're
that's
having
who
a
you
good
played in
season.
the finals, wasn't it,
Yeah.
last year?
yeah, they're having a good season, and they're going to be really, really tough to beat.
They will.
Last game of round 5, Camberwell, Sunbury.
Camberwell moved to a winning record. Go
Yeah,
3-2
fantastic.
with
Me
a
too.
really
That's what I
solid
reckon.
victory.
Campbell
over
to win.
Sunbury.
Hey, listen, I got the jacket on today.
Yeah.
You got a nice work shirt on. Who dressed you this
Do you know
morning?
what?
That
There's
is
a bit of
disgrace.
an ongoing joke between Summercall and his friends that is the ugliest bloody jumper you have ever seen.
I like it.
It's
It's really
awful.
comfortable. Sloppy Joe.
How much did you pay for that, by the way?
About $15.
Yeah, you got ripped. See you next week.
Baby, I like it.